And we are back for the bottom of the fourth inning. As Ferry was swinging at the first one, took that one inside 1-1. Thank you for being patient. We had some technical difficulties with the camera wanting to decide it was going to go out on us, but we're back, and you can see the live game between the Oilmen and the Corn Dogs. And here's Noel Ferry with the play-by-play.
Dining Solutions at Wicker Park is the answer to your catering needs. Whether you have 50 or 400 guests, we can accommodate any type of occasion. Call us today at 219-923-3830 and let us help customize your next special event. The count 2-1 here on Jacob Ferry.
No relation to you two?
No, those are two different spellings. Ooh, swing and a miss from Ferry there. Got almost down on one knee for that. And we're seeing these pitchers stay out here for a lot longer than game one.
Shalaski up to 44 pitches, about to throw number 45, and Schaum's up to 61. Don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen.
The 2-2, almost another swing there by Ferry, but he keeps it.
I have to admit to you, Noel, as I was writing my scorebook today, I even wrote Noel Ferry instead of Jacob Ferry, so I had to cross it out and write Jacob.
It gets confusing. You know, I've seen so many different iterations of pronouncing of my last name, but to hear someone else be called Ferry was a little jarring for me. Not too many people with that last name. The 3-2, strike out there for Shalaski. Jacob Ferry not too happy about that one.
Yeah, Ferry's down on strikes for the second time today as Shalaski reached back and threw a very good fastball on that inside corner to a left-handed hitter. So Ferry's down. There's one out. And it's been a pitcher's duel through the first three and a half point, well, whatever it is, bottom of the fourth inning. Both these guys have looked really good in Schaum and Shalaski, and they're just trying to keep their team in the game.
Cabeza on that play, able to keep the ball right in front of him as well. Here's Danny Puplava once again at the plate. Shalaski outside for ball one on Puplava. And all in all, you know, obviously you're down one run, but it's been a pretty good outing for Shalaski so far, as Puplava fouls that one straight back. You know, obviously, you're giving up hits, but like we had said before, the Corn Dogs have had some trouble stranding guys, so maybe you're a little bit more comfortable with some guys behind you if you're Shalaski here than you would with some other teams. Here comes the 1-1. Right down the middle. Left him looking for strike two. We've seen Shalaski shake off a couple different signals from Cabeza so far today. Looks like he knows what he's doing. The 1-2, and that's hit into right field for a single for Danny Puplava. A great day for the bats for the Corn Dogs. You know, obviously not getting too many super deep balls or anything, but with those singles keep coming, that is how you get runs in today's game.
Yeah, no wind assistance today here at Legacy Fields. The wind is swirling from left to right. But some nice clean line drives from the Corn Dogs. Seen that from Gavin Terry twice today. And now Danny Puplava picks up his first hit in a Corn Dogs uniform. Did a great job staying back on that breaking ball and shooting it the other way.
Now Doug Loden at the plate. First pitch outside for ball one. Coach Heisman, you know, obviously we mentioned Doug Loden being a power hitter, but he knows he's got a couple different power hitters on the team, and he is particularly looking forward to having these guys on the roster this year. Here comes the 1-0. Almost a swing there by Loden, but he's able to keep it back for ball two as that one's down in the dirt. Cabeza, once again, able to keep it in front of him.
Loden also can pitch, but just recovering from a right arm injury right now, and hope to see him on the mound soon, as he's telling me he throws around 90. He throws a good fastball.
Loden playing DH today. The 2-0 breaks his bat on that one. Hits it. An easy 4-3 play there to get Loden out. However, Puplava advances to second on the play.
Now batting for the Lake County Corn Dogs, number 7, Cal
Diversified Marketing Strategies is a full-service marketing agency that specializes in all forms of media and advertising. Are you ready to start a project with DMS? Visit us at thinkdiversified.com. Here is Cal Curiel at the plate for the Corn Dogs with the runner on second, almost hit by the pitch there. Shalaski's got to control that one. Curiel able to back away from it.
Curveball that leaked out of the hand of Shalaski and almost got Curiel. Luckily, Curiel knows his 5Ds of dodgeball.
What was that? Dip, duck, dodge. The 1-0, hit foul.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
And yeah, dodge was...
So dodge is twice.
Twice, yes.
It's a classic movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller plays a phenomenal villain.
One of the funniest movies I have ever seen in my entire life.
I got to hear the whole list now, besides, dodgeball.
Well, maybe another time.
Maybe another. By next game, either tomorrow or Saturday.
I will have my list
Full
list.
Together. Full list. Top 10.
Not too much of a sucker for comedies, but...
Really?
No. Here comes the 1-1. Down low once again. Cabeza grabs that at his knees. 2-1 here for Cal Curiel. And like we've been saying, we do not want to leave runners on base here, stranded, if that's what the Corn Dogs are thinking right now. And they've got a pretty good opportunity here with a base hit. That would score Puplava. And here's a hit into shallow infield, and that is a great 6-3 play there by Charlie Siscani, and that will end the inning. We will be right back. Welcome back to Legacy Field, everyone. Back in action. I'm Noel Ferry, sending it back to Andrew Mild for play-by-play.
All right, thanks, Noel, and the great first 2 innings in your young broadcasting career in baseball. And
appreciate it.
We're gonna have some fun up here, and I hope the fans are gonna have fun with us. And just a friendly reminder: the Great Lakes Sports Hub, official train facility of the Lake County Corn Dogs. It's not just another dome. It's right across the street, right over there, where the original Fun Center used to be. And I don't know if you've been in there yet, Noel, but it's gorgeous. They've redone it. They've added workout facilities, so there's weights in there. They put netting up so players can now long toss into the netting, and it looks great. It got a lot of improvements, and the Corn Dogs during the duration of the season can go over there and train whenever they want. But they got to be careful because when it's hot, it could be like up to 94 degrees in there. It could be brutal. Jazz Clark will lead it off against Shalm, and the pitch. And that's at the knees for strike 1. Clark in his last at-bat struck out swinging. He was the third person to go down on strikes in this ball game. As Shalm is up to to 6 through 4 innings. The pitch hit into center field. Gavin Terry is positioned perfectly. He didn't have to move too far, and he makes the catch with his right hand. And there's one out to start the top of the 5th inning. Game moving right along. Gotta be careful saying that. Game started at 7:03 and we're already past halfway. And it's 8:12 from Crown Point, Indiana, as the sun is set. Lights doing all the work. Dark skies, but it's gorgeous. A beautiful night for baseball. It's a little humid as we enter the ballpark today, but we've been able to work through it. Pitch from Shum is down low. Ball 1 to Jason Hedges, who grounded out to Tyler Schultz over at shortstop to end that top of the 2nd inning, as they completed the first 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Shum. Wind up the 1-0, and that's down low once again, 2-0, as it skipped in to Jaden Deal. Well, in the dugout for the Lake County Corn Dogs is their first manager in history with Justin Heisman. He 10 years ago was on the opposite side. 2-0. Swing and a miss from Hedges as he came up empty, 2-1. He started his managing career in the Northern League, but it was the Midwest Collegiate League back then with this Oilman squad when they first started out in just the second year of the team. 2-1 offering. And it's the top of the zone, 4, strike 2. It's now 2-2.
We've seen a couple different iterations of the Northern League throughout history. You know, it's got a very rich history dating all the way back into the 1900s.
Yeah, it was a Class D team in the minor league baseball. 2-2. Called strike 3. Paint me that outside corner, Mr. Shum. And that's now 7 strikeouts as Bryce Shum, with 7 strikeouts, it's the Corn Dog record for most in the game thus far.
Definitely. And he's looking to tack some more on the board here, coming up against Mike Morales.
And with a strikeout, it's a friendly reminder that Horizon Bank, proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. We provide online conveniences that support innovative solutions for your personal, commercial, and mortgage banking needs, as well as health and investment services. Visit horizonbank.com to learn more today. 1 ball and no strikes to Mike Morales, the designated hitter for the Oilmen tonight, and the pitch. And that's on the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 now. And I was getting at that Heisman won the league championship in 2012 against the DeKalb County squad. And then the next year they went back to the finals but lost to the Southland Vikings. And the Vikings then went back in 2014 and won back-to-back championships. They're the only team to do so in this league. But then, he left. And then the current manager of the Oilmen was his assistant there, and he has surpassed Justin Heisman for the most wins in the franchise history. And that's saying a lot for this franchise, as has a lot of success since they started out in 2012, occurring in 6 different league championships, 2012, 2014, 2016, and everything after that.
Oh, definitely. The Oilmen, one of the most impressive franchises here in the Northern League.
There comes the pitch, and it's called strike 2. Count is now 1-2 to Morales. Shum trying to pick up his 8th strikeout. He goes into his windup. Here he comes. He got him! Bryce Shum with a fist bump to his second baseman, and another 1-2-3 inning for the former Munster Mustang, as he has now struck out 8, count them 8 Oilmen through 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Corn Dogs 1, Oilmen nothing. Now, bottom of the 5th inning, as there is a pitching change for the Oilmen, closing the day out on Mike Shalaski. And they're going to bring in the right-hander Caleb Deal to face off against the Corn Dog lineup. And a pitching change is brought to you by IBEW Local 697, proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. Angel Mile with Noel Ferry up in the booth at Legacy Fields. And the Corn Dogs are going to lead off with the bottom of the order in Jaden Deal, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. So Shalaski's day is done as he had a good day on the bump. But Deal, the right-handed pitcher, coming out of the stretch primarily, fires his first pitch. And Deal hits one to the left side. It's going to be a tough play for Cosenza, who throws on the run and gets Deal as he made that play look a lot easier than what it would have been for normal players like you and me, and there's the first out.
Yeah, normal guys like you and me behind the booth. It's just great to see here the fans today. It's absolutely thriving here at Legacy Fields.
Then for Caleb Deal, he went 2 innings against the Generals and allowed 1 earned run on 2 hits, 1 walk, and he struck out 2. His weird arm slot coming from the side, which is a lot different than what Shalaski did when he was on the bump. The pitch is driven into center field. Baker going to his left, and he dives and makes a play. Wow! Chris Baker robs his counterpart, Gavin Terry, as he went to his left, slid, and was able to haul that in for the second out. And what an incredible play.
It did not look like he was going to be able to get there and grab that. But once again, another diving play in the outfield. It's just great to see. This is a summer league, and these guys are willing to go out there and play their best baseball.
Putting it all on the line are the Oilmen and the Corn Dogs. But again, Chris Baker with a phenomenal play. Mathias at the plate, and he watches one go by for strike 1 as he tries to regain his timing, face off against a new pitcher. 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Corn Dogs. Here comes the 0-1 offering, and it's foul off to the left. Count moves to 0-2. And it's a friendly reminder, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 697, is a proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. As one, we are limited, but as a group, we are strong. He knows it looked really strong tonight. It's been Bryce Schaum of the Corn Dogs striking out 8 through 5. The 0-2, and that's outside. Count moves to 1-2 against Brett Mathias, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to first base as it served as a bunt as Gavin Terry moved up to second base on that play. Corn Dogs try to get something going here with 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here comes the pitch from Deal, and it's a off-speed pitch that works its way out. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 game. Shalaski departs in 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run that came in the bottom of the first inning. He struck out 4 while facing 17 hitters tonight. And here comes the offering. Line drive to the left side, but fouls. It hits off the fencing, and will stay alive to see another one.
Brett Mathias, PNW player, played in his home stadium last game, but he was also a Times Player of the Year in 2021. A great two-way player for the Lions.
He took him all the way to the 3A state championship game in Indianapolis. 2-2. Down low, count will move to 3-2. And that was a game that they had just lost. I believe the final score was 2-0, so it came down to the last inning. But you're right, Brett Mathias cruised to that Times Player of the Year as he was impressive, not just on the mound, but at the plate. You do no wrong that season. Payoff pitch. Hit into center field. It's dropping quickly, and it's in a base hit for Mathias. So Mathias falls behind the count, fouls off some pitches, takes some tough ones from Caleb Deal, and then was able to go right back through the box into center field. And the Corn Dogs, with 2 outs, may have something cooking here.
And he could not have hit that any harder whatsoever, or else Chris Baker would have been right there, obviously showing off his speed earlier in the inning when he made that diving catch off Gavin Terry, but able to lay that one right down in center field.
These two Mathies and Schultz, who's at the plate now, they check over on Mathies. Were these top stories, and really the whole offense for the Corn Dogs on the game on Monday is combined. They both reached 7 times. Schultz had the 3 hits, and then Mathies had 2 hits and 2 walks. So this 1-2 punch that both play for PNW, trying to get something going for the Dogs. And that's down low, ball 1 to Schultz, who was the player of the game in the last game. Got the first hit, Corn Dogs history. Signed the ball, handed it to the owner, Ralph Flores, which was a great gift to give him before the first game in Corn Dogs history here in Crown Point, Indiana, the home city of this ball club. And that's in the dirt, 2-0. A great backhand play by the catcher, Cabeza, to make sure that Mathies stays over at first base. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. It's been a fundamentally sound game, except for one error from Tyler Schultz. You can't say much else about this ball game. The pitching's been phenomenal. The pitch, Schultz takes a big cut. He just got a piece of a great 2-seam fastball from Deal. It's 2-1.
This is some of the more impressive fielding I've seen out of guys at this level. A lot of great plays in the outfield today.
Baker made a great play this inning. Scott Hansen made a great play a few innings ago. And that 2-1 pitch was framed up by Cabeza, but he couldn't buy his pitcher a strike. It's 3-1.
Got to give credit to the catchers sometimes, taking any sort of pitch that their pitcher throws them and trying to frame it there. But the ump's not falling for it.
Yeah, they just miss. I would say maybe 2 to 3 inches off the corner from our angle. 3-1, and it gets past the catcher, but it's not going to matter much as it was ball 4 as it almost clipped Tyler Schultz. So after a line out to center field from Gavin Taylor for the second out, the Corn Dogs have settled in these last 2 at-bats with Mathies getting the single to center and Schultz working a 5-pitch walk, and that's going to set up Scott Hansen, the cleanup hitter, who has the lone RBI in this ball game.
Yeah, if you're Scott Hansen here, you're looking to put this one a little bit further out of reach for the Oilmen and get the Corn Dogs' first ever win in franchise history, potentially.
And it would set up Bryce Schaum for the possible win. In my opinion, he would earn it. And that's in the dirt, as it just feels like Caleb Deal just doesn't feel as comfortable as he did through the first 2 hitters. He's been a hard time finding the strike zone, and because of that, the Corn Dogs are waiting for their pitch, and Mathies was able to drive one to center, and Schultz didn't have to take the bat off his shoulder for 4 of them as they were wide.
And if we're talking about what they want to improve, they can do it right now.
A breaking ball works its way outside, 2-0. And it looks like to me that Caleb Deal, because of that arm angle, throws a 2-seam fastball that's going to run into right-handed hitters, and then a slider that's going to run away from those right-handed hitters. And they look like they're going to come out the hand at the same angle, but do 2 completely different things. 2-0 offering. Back up the middle, Deal stabs it, runs it over the first, and underhand flips it to Nick Anderson for the 1-3 putout as the Corn Dogs strand 2 runners. We go to the 6th. It's still Corn Dogs 1 and the Oilmen nothing. Legacy Fields, welcome back into our booth. Andrew Mild in the play-by-play with Noel Ferry as we have brisked through these first 5 innings. But looking at the lights, there's a slight rainfall, and we're hoping that it holds off. because it's been a great game so far.
Definitely. The temperature is perfect for baseball. It's been sunny mostly now with the sun down. It's getting a little bit chillier, and if this rain can hold off, we couldn't have asked for better weather. But it's looking like, the rain is going to continue into tomorrow, so we'll see what's the status of tomorrow's game for the Corn Dogs.
Yeah, not the favorite word for any baseball fan or broadcasters, too, that want to get some these games and get as much as we can, because it's been exciting first two games, really getting to see the talent in this league. Cosenza leads off, and he takes one for a strike, planted on the outside portion of the plate.
Now batting for the number 20.
You mentioned that something that the Corn Dogs needed to improve of was all the men that they left stranded, and it has been the same story tonight.
The 71st pitch, tried for the inside corner that time, and it was in tight to Cosenza, 1-1. Schaum has been a menacing presence for the Corn Dogs through these first 5 innings, going to his 6th inning of work. Here comes his 72nd pitch, and it skips in for ball 2 as it goes to the backstop. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. The most impressive part to me is that Bryce Schaum, even though he's gone through 5 innings and faced 18 hitters, this is the 19th different hitter he's faced, 2-1, up back the middle, and there's Bryce Schaum with the ball, and he flips it over to Brett Mathies for the 1-3 put out to start this 6th frame.
Cool, calm, and collected is what Bryce Schaum is looking like out there, whether that be throwing pitches or fielding that play himself. He's in a rhythm, and you have to wonder if going into this game he thought he was going to be out on the mound for this long.
I like what you had to say there. Cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. And I'll add another one for him. Consistent.
Definitely. And corners.
There we go. There's 5. We got the 5 C's. And there's a strike, and one of the 5 C's was there as it hit the outside corner, 0-1. Well, I was getting back to it. Schaum has only walked 1 hitter. And that was all the way back in the top of the first inning. It was against Charlie Sisconi. 0-1. Just missed the outside corner that time. He tried to go back there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Schaum was a part of that Munster team that made it to semi-state during his senior year, and he was a big contributor to their success that year.
1-1. Inside corner, strike 2. So not only does he hit the outside corners, he also can go in. He goes up, he goes down, going through all the different cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west on these hitters, and you're keeping them guessing all night long. The 1-2. Got him! Another strikeout from Bryce Schaum. Count them up. That's 9 strikeouts on the night. Incredible.
In just the second game in Corn Dogs history, we might see a record that's going to hold it some time here. This is incredible.
And here comes manager Justin Heisman as he points at his first baseman, Brett Mathies. So it seems to me that Mathies is going to move from first to the pitcher's mound to warm up. And this is a friendly reminder that the pitching change is brought to you by IBEW Local 697, proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. And also, Ironworkers Local 395 is a proud partner of Lake County Corn Dogs. Local 395 continues to forge and maintain strong partnerships with owners and contractors based on our commitment to provide excellent craftsmanship through safety, productivity, reliability, and training. And as Brett Mathies warms up, we're going to take a break. There's 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, and the Corn Dogs lead 1-0. Top of the 6th inning, and with that substitution, if you're keeping score at home, Nanfield will go in for Doug Loden in the designated hitter spot, 7th in the order. Mattheis will continue to hit himself in the 2nd spot, but he'll just be the pitcher. The first hitter he'll face is Chris Baker for a lefty-on-lefty matchup, but what a night it was for Bryce Shaw. We went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 9. He struck out 9 tonight. 1-0's the count. The pitch, ground ball up the middle, diving play from Curiel. They'll just tackle it and keep it on the infield, and Baker legs out an infield single as he just hit it where they weren't. Simple as that. And Mattheis comes in and gives up a single to start off his corn dog career on the mound.
It's a heads-up play by Curiel there, not wanting Hanson, who's very fast, to get any more than he already did.
And what a move it was for Justin Heisman there to come in and take out Bryce Shaw, who was in a groove, but he already surpassed 70 pitches going deep into this game and really setting up his team. Nanfield at first base for the Corn Dogs, ball in the dirt. Ball 1 issued to Marshall. But he does go to a left-hander against Baker and Marshall, and then Sisconi, who's on deck, is also left-handed. So he's just playing the matchups here late in the ballgame, and that's why he's a former champion of this league. Wide stance by Marshall, and the check over the first base is Nanfield has to backhand it. So once again, Nanfield comes into the game to play first base, but he'll go in for Doug Loden in the lineup because he was the designated hitter. And then Mattheis will continue to hit, but play pitcher. And he throws a strike in, 1-1. Marshall 0 for 2 as he reached on an error from Schultz in the first, and then grounded out to second base in the 4th. And that was Cal Curiel playing second base for the Corn Dogs. Set at the belt is Mattheis, working on the third base side of the rubber. 1-1. It's upstairs, 2-1.
This is Mattheis' first time pitching for the Corn Dogs. Obviously, with these first couple games, we're going to have a lot of firsts. But as I was saying before, Brett Mattheis, a great two-way player, and he's shown that here in these first two days now out on the mound.
Mattheis looks at the runner at first. The pitch, foul off to the left, 2-2. And the left-hander goes to Purdue Northwest from Cedar Lake, Indiana. And with the Hanover Central squad to the 3A championship, he went 7-0 with a .83 ERA. Struck out 85 and only walked 11, and threw 59 in the third, only allowed 5 earned runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. The pitch, runner on the move. It's in the dirt, gets past Steele. It'll be a stolen base for Baker, who slides into second base. But the count has moved to 3-2. It also goes a pass ball, or actually, correction, a wild pitch from Mattheis. And the count has moved to 3-2 to Marshall. Big situation. Cal Curiel, the second baseman, playing deep in the hole towards first base. Schultz playing behind Baker at short. We're set. We're ready to go. 2 outs, 3-2 count. Runner on second. That's a tying run. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Mattheis tiptoes past the 2-out single from Baker, and he was left stranded on second base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 1-0 Corn Dogs. Ferry leading it off against the new pitcher, Luke Pappas, who came in for the Oilmen, making his first appearance this season for the squad. Goes into his windup, and lefty on lefty pitch misses for ball one. And every pitching change is brought to you by IBEW Local 697, proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. Again, having technical difficulties with the camera, and the 1-0 pitch misses. 2-0 to Jacob Ferry. Ferry's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both against Mike Shalaski, who went 4 innings today, and then Caleb Deal departs after going 1 frame tonight. 2-0 pitch, check, and he did go. And Ferry not happy with himself. It's now 2-1.
Ferry attends Moorhead State University D1 school along with teammates Roman Kuntz and I believe it is
Carter Sakamoto,
yes,
the catcher.
Yes.
That's upstairs, 3-1. As Ferry gets himself ahead in the count here. A good hitter-friendly count as the Corn Dogs trying to add an insurance run getting late into the game. Bottom of the 6th inning, and it's just 1-0. 3-1 offering. And another check swing from Ferry, and he went again. It's to the point where there's no one down the third base line, so they can't check down to the base umpire, so they have to rely on the home plate umpire. But it's 3-2 now. Ferry's trying to pick up his first hit in a Corn Dogs uniform. Baker playing towards his right, deep into the left center gap. Pitch, swing, and a miss. And that's the third strikeout for Ferry. And there's the first out and the first strikeout for Pappas.
Ferry's able to, usually control his swing today. He's been able to keep it checked, but now ump is saying that he's gone on these 2 crucial strikes.
Ivy Tech Lake County, proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. Ivy Tech, higher education that's built around you. Serving all Lake County with locations in Crown Point, East Chicago, and Gary. Visit ivytech.com. That's upstairs for ball one, a breaking ball to Paplava. Visit ivytech.edu/Lake County to sign up today. Again, that's ivytech.edu/Lake County. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out to Paplava. And here it comes. And a slow breaking ball that Pappas has left up twice in a row. It's now 2 balls and no strikes, 1 out, no one on base yet for the Corn Dogs in the home half of the 6th inning. Here comes the offering, and that misses in tight, 3-0. But man, it's a good crowd on hand. Looking out the window, there's a good crowd in front of us to the left side towards the Corn Dogs dugout, even on the Oilman side and down the right field line where they just put in new bleachers. 3-0. That's a strike, an automatic strike, as Paplava was taken all the way there, 3-1. They had to apply the new slab of concrete and then put in the bleachers, and it looks really nice. I was told that the angle down the right field line is phenomenal. 3-1. And a little bit of a sword action there from Paplava. He tried to hold up his swing, but he broke, and it was pretty clear. It's 3-2. Just seems like the Corn Dogs are not seeing the ball out of the hand from Pappas very well.
No. And Paplava, he's a power hitter, so I'm surprised that he didn't take that swing at that 3-0 pitch.
Payoff pitch is down low for ball 4. And with that walk, it's a friendly reminder that Kuziak Construction is a proud partner of the Lake County Corn Dogs. He's your complete home improvement expert. From home remodeling, repairs, and roofing, we do it right. Contact us today at 219-923-3007. Again, that's 219-923-3007. Pappas looking in for his sign. He gets it from Cabeza. And the pitch. And it's away from Donovan Nanfeld in his first at-bat as he came in for Doug Loden in the 7th spot of the lineup. 1 ball in, no strikes. Again, sorry for the camera going out. But we've runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. And that's a strike. Plants on that inside corner, 1-1. So the inning has gone thus far for the Corn Dogs. A strikeout of Ferry. Paplava walked. And then Donovan Nanfeld, another PNW player, comes in. He's a left-handed thrower, but he bats right-handed. 1-1. And that's a strike. Inside corner action there from Pappas. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's one of those instances. We said the strike zone was looking like it was hanging to the left a little bit more today. That one looked like could have been a little questionable.
At the belt is Pappas. The pitch runner on the move with a curveball that stayed up, and it comes out of the hand of Cabeza as he's going to throw down, but on the transfer, he dropped the ball, and Papleva swipes second base. And the Corn Dogs, this is a team that's not afraid to get runners in motion.
We've seen a couple stolen bases here today, and Cabeza's just not really been up to the task today to try to pick them off.
Here comes the break-even pitch and a light swing from Nanfeld as he tried to do some damage there, but he's the second casualty due to a strikeout as he went upstairs for it and came up empty. And there's 2 outs and the second strikeout for Pappas. And once again, the Corn Dogs find themselves in the situation with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Cal Correal is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to short. He's at open stance, bat on his shoulder as he watches one sink down low for the first ball.
Cal Curiel, he's a Crown Point native. He was also named to the All-Star game when he played for the Bulldogs here. Crowd is definitely excited to see him still playing for his hometown.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it's a beautiful pitch from Pappas, 1-1. Yeah, Curiel is 6'1", comes in at 160. And with Crown Point, he batted 324 in his senior year. We had 24 hits and 74 at-bats, 1-1. And tried for the inside corner again, but it just missed tight to Curiel, 2-1. And that season, he had a 420 OBP, a 378 slugging for a 798 OPS. He just finished his first season with Grace College. Played with the Lancers, not too far away from here. The 2-1, it lined down the first base line, but it's way foul. It's now 2-2. And with his first season with Grace, he finished with a 333 average, where he played in 37 games this year. So a freshman playing a lot of games this season. Really made it count for the Lancers. 2-2. Breaking ball that Pappas did not get on top of, stays up, and it's a full count. So the Lake County Corn Dogs, if they can get a base hit here, especially to that right side where Marshall is playing right up the middle, could score in the run and make this 2-0. Payoff pitch. Curiel hits it to the right side. It's going to be a tough play. Anderson tackles it. He flips it to Pappas. It's a close race, and he is out. Had to locate the umpire. He was over by second base when that play went down. But Anderson dropped the ball but kept his composure and flipped it to Pappas, who was covering the bag, and that ends the inning. We move to the 7th inning. It's 1-0 Corn Dogs.